It's week 4 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Colts, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend 2 plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, the number 4 overall pick in 2023, had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his 2nd year in the NFL out of Florida.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Richardson. This one to his big tight end, Uzama.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I think it's so critical to start the game fast. When you hear every coach and player harp on it in their press interviews and in their conferences, it's something that everybody stresses, but it's easier said than done. So I think for them to come out and face an early 3rd down and be able to pick up a first and extend this possession, I think it goes a long way towards everybody on that sideline and in that huddle just taking a deep breath.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. 3rd and long. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
So that'll bring up 4th down. That'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, a couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number 1, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his 2nd, 3rd check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. Finding space inside the 40. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's to the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. One more time, it's Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? Out of the gun, here's Russ. Now a loose football. The Colts have got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Colts offense ready to see the football for the second time. On first and 10, here's Richardson. A good spot here, second and a yard. Richardson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So often we see when those balls get deflected up into the air, they usually turn into interceptions. I think the offense dodged a bullet here, and they're fortunate there was nobody in the area to come down with that pick.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike, these running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's first and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Evan Hull. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. We'll try again. It's second and 10. Throwing is Richardson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now Richardson. He's got his man. That's down. And he will go all the way. Gosh down. Touchdown Colts. It's his third touchdown on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught downfield by Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On first down, Wilson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to air this one out. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Colts offense and Josh Downs heading back to the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls in.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. And we got a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. Wilson trying to get his guys to the line as quick as possible. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Colts 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Sets up 4th down.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Cedric Wilson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the 2nd half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the 2nd half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Steelers offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Russ. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. On 4th down, it's the former Texan Cameron Johnston to punt for the Steelers. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out.
And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Patterson now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's good for a Colts.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Catch made. That's Woods. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Pickup was 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
39-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
So 3 quarters have come and gone. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2.
Here we go.
Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and fourth down is coming up. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to be 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Darnell Washington. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Harris. Good blocking, and he's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Steelers.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Throw across his body is complete. Now 2nd and inches. Out of shotgun, Richardson. They go right back to Downs. He's got it again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Richardson going to look to throw. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
George Pickens and the Steelers offense heading back onto the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout. 70 seconds left to go in this game. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.